Mysterious trip. In the quaint village of Elmshire, nestled between rolling hills and ancient oak forests, lived 4 friends, Arthur, Beatrice, Cedric, and Eleanor. The 4 had known each other since childhood, their bond forged in the shadow of the village's history, which was steeped in tales of old magic and forgotten realms. One crisp autumn morning, Arthur, the most adventurous of the group, proposed a trip to Blackwood Forest, a place whispered about in the village as being enchanted, if not cursed. Despite the villagers' warnings, and the eerie tales passed down through generations, the allure of the unknown was too strong for them to resist. With backpacks filled with provisions and hearts brimming with excitement, they set out on what would become the most mysterious journey of their lives. The forest was denser than they had imagined, with towering trees that seemed to reach up to the heavens, their gnarled branches twisting into unsettling shapes. The sunlight barely pierced through the thick canopy, casting long shadows on the forest floor. As they ventured deeper, the air grew colder, and an otherworldly silence enveloped them, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or distant hoot of an owl. Beatrice, always the cautious one, began to feel a growing sense of unease. The path they had been following seemed to twist and turn in ways that defied logic, leading them in circles. It was as if the forest itself was alive, playing tricks on their senses. But Arthur, driven by curiosity, urged them to press on. They had heard stories of a hidden glade deep within Blackwood, where time stood still, and where one could glimpse into the past or the future. The thought of discovering such a place spurred them forward, even as doubts began to creep into their minds. Hours turned into days, though none of them could recall exactly how long they had been wandering. The forest seemed to bend time, warping their perceptions. Nights blended into days, and their sense of direction was all but lost. Yet, strangely, none of them felt hungry or tired. Instead, they were filled with a strange energy, as if the forest was sustaining them, feeding on their emotions. As they delved further into the heart of Blackwood, they began to experience inexplicable phenomena. Beatrice claimed she saw figures in the shadows, people dressed in old-fashioned clothing, who vanished as quickly as they appeared. Cedric heard faint whispers, voices that spoke in a language he could not understand. Eleanor, the most grounded of them all, found herself overcome by powerful emotions that were not her own, as if the forest was making her relive memories from another life. Even Arthur, who had led them into this mysterious place, began to question his decision, though he kept his fears to himself. Finally, on what felt like the 100th day of their journey, they stumbled upon the glade. It was unlike anything they had imagined. The air was thick with the scent of wildflowers, and a soft, golden light bathed the clearing, though the sun was nowhere to be seen. In the center of the glade stood a massive, ancient oak tree, its roots twisted around a stone altar, covered in strange runes. As they approached, they felt a powerful force emanating from the tree, a presence that was both welcoming and terrifying. They realized that the stories had been true. This was a place where time stood still, where the veil between worlds was thin. The friends gathered around the altar, each of them feeling the weight of the moment. They knew that their lives would never be the same after this. But just as they were about to reach out and touch the stone, the ground beneath them trembled, and the forest itself seemed to come alive. In a blinding flash of light, the glade vanished, and they found themselves standing at the edge of Blackwood, back at the spot where their journey had begun. The forest was behind them, silent and still, as if nothing had happened. Yet, as they looked at each other, they knew that something had changed. The trip had been mysterious, indeed, but it had also revealed truths about themselves they had never known. And though they would never speak of what they had seen and felt, the memory of that glade, of that ancient oak, would stay with them forever, a secret shared only by the 4 of them.